If you're a first-time home buyer or just re-entering the market after a while, you might not realize, but things have gotten very, very stringent. And while this is true, and there's do's and don'ts of what you should do and what you should definitely not do when getting a loan, things have definitely heightened quite a lot in the last several years. And it's really critical that you pay attention to your pre-approval. You ensure your success when you go to buy or refinance your home. So first-time home buyers don't realize that these activities can blow up a deal. And I just wanted to take a moment and kind of run through some of the common mistakes that people make when they go to purchase a home or refi. Imagine the nightmare. You've gone through this whole process. You've been pre-approved. You found the house. You are getting ready to close escrow. You've already signed loan docs. And so you go out and you buy a car, you buy the refrigerator, you buy a large purchase on your credit card or with a loan. And the underwriter, who's the one that makes the decision on the loan, does a final check right before funding the loan and finds out that you no longer qualify. Whew, that's a biggie. Hey, I'm Kevin Fritz with Iron Point Mortgage, and I look forward to sharing some ideas with you today that hopefully will ensure your success when you go to buy or refi. So let's just kind of run through the basics. So don't make big purchases. Regardless of cash or credit card, when you make a big purchase, there is a footprint. And unless you have excess cash and it's not in the deal, it can impact your loan. So before making any large purchases, definitely run it by your loan officer. Talk to them about how it impacts the deal. Might have no impact at all, but it might be huge. Don't take out any new loans. Don't take out any credit cards, and definitely don't do a lease, because leases are pretty much almost impossible to restructure and get out of it. Don't move your money. A lot of people don't realize when they move their money in a bank account, we as a lender will get 2-month bank statements, review those bank statements, make sure that no large deposit that we need to prove where it came from. And if you move your money and then all of a sudden you're using a new account, even though you have lots of money in it, we have to go back at the 11th hour and re-look at where any large deposits come from and prove it. And if for some reason you had sock money, mattress money that you were pulling out and putting into that account, it could blow up that account so that we couldn't use it. On a do side, definitely do ask questions. There is no dumb question. This is your money. This is a huge purchase when you're going to buy your house. And so being able to ask questions, understand all aspects, even if it gets a little frustrating for your loan officer, that's okay. We're happy to answer those questions for you. And I would much rather you ask them than not. Do definitely call us when you have a question and you're trying to make a decision on what to do as far as things that you're trying to make decisions on. Definitely call us, run through scenarios. Do look around. There's a time to shop and there's a time not to shop. The shopping is very important to determine trust and making sure that you've got a professional that's working for you. Unfortunately, a lot of times people shop after they go into contract and it's too late. The best lie wins. So when you are out shopping for a loan, there's a lot of people out there who will not be accountable to the process, will not be honest, and they'll give you some rip and deal. As soon as we pull a hard credit pull, your information is sold to the bureaus. They're called trigger leads. A lot of companies aren't as ethical and they're not as committed to the deal, and they'll do whatever they have to do to be able to win the deal. So definitely do shop early on in the process. So when you are being referred or you find somebody online because of phenomenal Google or Yelp reviews, interview them, ask the questions that you should be asking. So what questions should you be asking? If you've got a reputable loan officer, they're going to tell you the things that are important. And then feel free to follow up with other loan officers and make sure that those answers are right. But before you go out and make offers, because one of the most impactful parts of getting your offer accepted is working with a local lender, a lender that's known by the listing agent so that they can trust that that deal is going to come through. Let's be honest, Cash Call, Rocket, all of those online resources, they sound good. But one of the things that they all have as a disadvantage is that listing agents don't trust anybody that they can't hold accountable. And unfortunately, they don't have the ability to hold them accountable. So important things to do. Another, don't make any sudden financial decisions. Make sure that you're talking to your loan officer in that process. So if you want to make a larger financial decision, such as a job, I can tell you one of my clients many years ago, we were getting ready to go to loan docs, and we did what's called a prior to doc condition of making sure that they were employed and got a verification. And right before, she said, we realized as we were doing the verification of employment that she had left her job and she was no longer there. So she no longer qualified. It was really important at that point because this was a refi that we were doing. She needed cash out and unfortunately blew up the deal. We found another way to make it work. That's good news. But let me tell you, if it hadn't, that would have been tragic. So those are some of the things that you really should be paying attention to as a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, or when you're refinancing. If you appreciate this information and you find it valuable, please subscribe below. My name's Kevin Fritz. I'm here to help. Have a great day. Bye-bye.